Ever wondered what your cat is up to when you're not around? Do they lounge around like royalty, plotting their next world domination, or are they secretly throwing wild parties with the neighborhood strays? Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and oh-so-secret lives of our feline friends. So, if you've ever caught your cat staring into space and thought, "What on earth is going on in that furry head?" stick around because you're about to find out. Here are 16 things your cat really does when you're not home. Sure, we all know cats love a good nap. But did you know that cats don't just sleep? They enter a state of deep, meditative relaxation, almost like they're practicing some ancient feline yoga. During this time, they're not just resting, they're recharging. It's almost as if they're mentally preparing for their next big adventure, whether it's chasing invisible mice or plotting to knock your favorite mug off the table. So, while it might look like they're just napping, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. And here's a fun fact. Cats actually have a unique ability to fall asleep anywhere, anytime. That favorite spot on the couch? Just one of their many thrones. And if you're not around, they might even take over your bed. So, next time you find cat hair on your pillow, just know they've claimed it as their own. You should feel honored. When you're not home, your cat is busy being the ruler of their own little kingdom, your house. They'll walk around, inspecting every nook and cranny, making sure everything is in its rightful place. They'll jump on counters, peek into closets, and maybe even discover that secret stash of catnip you thought you had hidden so well. It's all part of their routine inspection to ensure that their domain is secure. But it's not just about security, it's also about curiosity. Cats are naturally inquisitive creatures, and when you're not there to provide entertainment, they'll entertain themselves. That mysterious rustling in the kitchen? Probably your cat investigating a stray plastic bag. They're always on the lookout for something new and interesting, and when they find it, you can bet they'll spend hours figuring it out. Even though your cat is domesticated, that doesn't mean they've lost their wild instincts. When you're not home, they're busy honing their hunting skills. Whether it's stalking a toy mouse, pouncing on a piece of string, or chasing a shadow, they're constantly practicing. And it's not just for fun, it's in their DNA. Cats are natural-born hunters, and they need to stay sharp, even if their prey is just a dust bunny. And let's not forget about the infamous kitty parkour. You know, when your cat suddenly sprints across the room, bounces off the walls, and makes a perfect landing on top of the fridge. Yeah, that's not just them being hyper, it's them practicing their agility. They're getting ready for the day when they might need to catch a real mouse. So, next time your cat goes zooming around the house like a tiny ninja, just remember, they're not crazy, they're training. One of a cat's favorite pastimes is sitting by the window, watching the world go by. Whether it's birds flying, leaves rustling, or people walking by, your cat is endlessly fascinated by the outside world. They might even chirp or make strange noises at birds, as if they're trying to communicate with them. It's like their own version of watching TV, a little slice of entertainment to keep them occupied while you're away. And don't be surprised if your cat spends hours in the same spot. They're not just watching, they're daydreaming about what it would be like to be out there, exploring the great outdoors. It's a little reminder of their wild ancestry, even if they're perfectly content being indoor cats. So, that sunny spot by the window? It's their personal movie theater, and the world outside is the show. Secret meeting with other cats. Okay, so maybe your cat doesn't actually have secret meetings with other cats, but wouldn't it be fun to think so? Maybe they've got a little cat club going on, where they discuss the latest in catnip trends and share tips on how to get more treats from their humans. Or maybe they're plotting something more sinister, like a takeover of the local dog park. Who knows? The possibilities are endless when it comes to the secret lives of cats. But in all seriousness, cats are social creatures, and if you have more than one cat at home, you might be surprised to find out just how much they interact when you're not around. Whether it's playing together, grooming each other, or just hanging out in the same room, they've got their own little social network going on. And if you only have one cat, don't worry, they're probably just as content with their own company, maybe even enjoying a little peace and quiet. Believe it or not, your cat might be an artist at heart. Those random scratches on the furniture? That's not just them being destructive, it's their way of expressing themselves. It's like they're carving out their own little masterpieces. And those times when they knock over your carefully arranged items? Perhaps they're just trying to redecorate. In their mind, they're adding a little feline flair to your home decor. But it doesn't stop there. Cats are known for their love of knocking things off tables, and while it might seem annoying, it could be their way of experimenting with gravity. Like little scientists conducting their own experiments. So, next time your cat sends a glass tumbling to the floor, just remember, they might be channeling their inner artist or scientist. Or, they just enjoy watching things fall. If you think you're the only one watching your cat, think again. Cats are incredibly observant, and when you're not home, they might just be keeping tabs on you. How? By sitting in spots where they can monitor your comings and goings, like near the front door or window with a clear view of the driveway. They're not just being nosy, they're making sure their human is safe. And it's not just physical observation, cats are masters of scent. They can pick up on your scent long after you've left the house, and they'll often rub against things you've touched, leaving their scent as a way of claiming ownership. It's their way of saying, "This is my human, and I'm keeping an eye on them, even when they're not here." So, the next time you catch your cat staring at you, just know they're probably taking mental notes. Let's be real, cats can be mischievous little creatures. And when you're not home, they might take full advantage of your absence to get into a little trouble. Whether it's knocking over a plant, unraveling a roll of toilet paper, or finding their way into a forbidden room, cats love pushing boundaries. It's all part of their curious nature. They want to see what will happen if they break the rules, and they're willing to take the risk when you're not around to stop them. But it's not all about being naughty. Sometimes, cats get into mischief simply because they're bored. Without you there to entertain them, they'll find their own ways to pass the time, even if it means making a mess. So, if you come home to a toppled trash can or a chewed-up shoelace, just know your cat was probably trying to keep themselves occupied. And hey, at least they're creative. Alright, we've uncovered some pretty intriguing secrets so far, but trust me, we're just getting started. What if I told you that your cat might be engaging in some rather artistic activities while you're away? Or that they could be plotting ways to get more of your attention? Keep watching, because what's coming next might just blow your mind. You might think your cat is crazy when they start playing with something you can't see, but don't worry, they're just using their imagination. Cats have a rich inner world, and when you're not home, they might create their own little games. Whether it's chasing an imaginary mouse, batting at an invisible string, or pouncing on a phantom bug, your cat is keeping themselves entertained in their own unique way. And who knows? Maybe they're not playing alone. Cats are known for being in tune with things we can't see, so perhaps they're interacting with something, or someone you're not aware of. It's just another one of the mysteries of the feline mind. But one thing's for sure, when you're not home, your cat is never bored. Ever notice how calm and collected your cat seems, even in the midst of chaos? That's because they've mastered the art of feline meditation. When you're not home, your cat might take some time to just sit quietly and reflect. They'll find a peaceful spot, close their eyes, and simply be. It's like they're tapping into some ancient wisdom, finding their inner peace in a way that humans can only dream of. And while it might seem like they're just being lazy, there's actually a lot more going on beneath the surface. Cats are incredibly in tune with their surroundings, and this meditative state helps them stay balanced and centered. So, next time you see your cat sitting quietly, don't disturb them. They're probably in the middle of a deep, spiritual experience. Cats are natural-born hunters, and even if they don't have any real prey to chase, they'll still practice their stalking skills. When you're not home, your cat might spend hours sneaking up on toys, shadows, or even just the corner of the room. They'll crouch low, move slowly, and then pounce. It's all part of their instinctual need to stay sharp and ready for action. And it's not just about the hunt, it's also about the thrill of the chase. Cats love the excitement of a good hunt, even if it's just imaginary. So, if you ever come home to find your cat in full hunting mode, just know they've been busy practicing their skills. And who knows? Maybe they're getting ready for the day when they'll finally catch that elusive red dot from the laser pointer. Even when you're not home, your cat is still listening to everything around them. They're incredibly attuned to the sounds of the house, from the hum of the refrigerator to the creak of the floorboards. And they're not just listening for the sake of it, they're analyzing these sounds, trying to figure out what they mean. It's like they're little detectives, constantly gathering information about their environment. And it's not just the everyday sounds they're interested in. Cats are also on high alert for any unusual noises. A distant siren, a neighbor's dog barking, or even just a door slamming can catch their attention and put them on high alert. It's all part of their instinct to stay aware of their surroundings and be ready for anything. So, the next time you see your cat with their ears perked up, just know they're probably deep in concentration, listening to the world around them. You've probably seen your cat walk along the back of the couch or balance on the edge of a windowsill like it's no big deal. Well, when you're not home, they're likely practicing these balancing acts on every narrow surface they can find. It's all part of their natural agility, and they're always looking for new challenges to keep themselves sharp. Whether it's the edge of a bathtub, a bookshelf, or even a railing, no surface is too narrow for a cat to conquer. And it's not just about showing off their skills. Cats actually enjoy the thrill of balancing on precarious surfaces. It gives them a sense of control and mastery over their environment. So, if you come home to find your cat perched on top of a doorframe or a narrow ledge, don't be surprised. They're just perfecting their craft. Have you ever heard your cat meowing at seemingly nothing? Well, when you're not home, they might just be having a conversation with the unseen. Whether it's with a ghost, an imaginary friend, or maybe even themselves, cats can be quite chatty when left alone. It's like they're narrating their day or having a deep philosophical discussion about the meaning of life. And while we may never know exactly what they're talking about, it's clear that cats have a lot on their minds. And it's not just meowing. Cats also communicate through purrs, chirps, and even silent gestures. So, the next time you hear your cat talking to thin air, don't be alarmed. They're just expressing themselves in their own unique way. Who knows? Maybe they're solving the mysteries of the universe, one meow at a time. Cats are masters of hide and seek, and when you're not home, they might spend their time finding new and creative hiding spots. Whether it's squeezing into a tiny box, burrowing under a blanket, or disappearing into a closet, cats love the thrill of finding a cozy, secluded spot where they can feel safe and secure. It's their way of retreating from the world and enjoying some alone time. But it's not just about hiding, they're also marking their territory. By finding new spots to claim as their own, cats are asserting their dominance over their environment. So, if you come home and can't find your cat anywhere, don't panic. They're probably just hiding out in their latest secret spot, enjoying a little privacy. Last but not least, when you're not home, your cat is busy plotting their next move. Whether it's figuring out how to get more treats, planning a surprise attack on a toy, or just thinking about the next time they'll knock something off the counter, cats are always scheming. They're natural strategists, always thinking a few steps ahead. And it's not just about food or play, cats are also thinking about how to get more of your attention. They know exactly what buttons to push to get what they want, and they're always planning their next tactic. So, the next time your cat gives you that innocent look, just remember, they've probably been planning it all day, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Well, there you have it, the secret lives of cats revealed. Who knew our furry friends were up to so much when we're not around? If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about your cat, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your fellow cat lovers. They might be just as curious about what their cats are up to. And of course, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on more fun and fascinating cat content. Thanks for watching, and remember, your cat might be watching you too.